Well, I'm out on the East Coast Nature Reserve over at Black Ditch. Here you can see a pool near the road. It's absolutely covered in whirligig beetles. More than I've ever seen. However, at this place where I am right now, there is a horrific stink. And it is like the stink of something decomposing, something that's died. Now it could be a fox or some other animal of about that size, or even a dog or something. But it's somewhere around here. It smells very strongly. And I'm not far from the Black Ditch entrance to East Coast Nature Reserve. Worthy of remark. But what is it? It's absolutely very strong. It must be decomposing, say, for a week anyway. Whatever it is. And it's hard to tell because there's all sorts of... There's a fence there, and behind it there's actually bog and fields, and there could be anything in there, you wouldn't know. It could be a kill, it could be prey, or it could be something that just died, because creatures do die. Hopefully not one of the bog ponies or something like that, but anyway, it's not so bad here. Back there. Then again, often creatures die and you never know they're there. The only time you know they're there is when you get the scent, or in this case the stench. I've walked just a couple of meters up, can't smell anything, but I'm sure creatures that would be eating such animals would smell it very strongly. Like carrion eaters would definitely smell it for a long way. So we do have red kite and we have the grey crow, all carrion eaters. Very interesting. I'll keep an eye out for them. I see none around though. And this magnificent creature, moving in the shadows on a bright sunny morning, is the great black slug, Aryan ater, or ater if you prefer. A magnificent beast. These creatures will also eat carrion, but I think it's just out for a wander. They're omnivorous, they eat plants and they eat all sorts. It's not shy, it's very beautiful actually. I find these wonderfully beautiful creatures. That's the train in the distance. Here's something I've never seen before, and it's extraordinary. We're at the foot of birch trees here. That's a silver birch. Another one there. And these are fungi, except these are, not sure which kind. They look like amanita or you know, like the one of the poisonous fungi, basically the magic mushrooms. But they're covered in a mold. Look at this. A mold is all over them. I've never heard of molds attacking other fungi. And look, it's even on these ones which haven't got going yet. It's killing them. So there's a mold in there killing fungi, killing the fruiting bodies of another fungus. I've never heard of this before. Fascinating. Now I'm sure mycologists who are fungi experts know about it. I've never ever heard of such a thing. So I'm going to take copious photographs and hopefully show it to somebody. Not bad, another discovery on the 1st of September. Something unusual that I've never heard of before. I'm going to just try and move this grass out of the way with my foot and take some photos. And there's a beautiful autumn landscape for you. Silver birch over here and lots of wide meadows here on the East Coast Nature Reserve. And you can see mountains in the distance, and that's Dunran Hill over here and Slaughter Hill over there, and Jouse way in the middle there between those trees. And Jouse is very tall. It looks like a hill from here, but it's a proper mountain. But it's not like a mountain, that's like a hill. And there's lots of sheep in the fields. And look at that. Unfortunately, it's autumn. I love autumn, but and it is beautiful in its own way. But I mean, I was here in the summer and I was batting away flies like no tomorrow. And now I'm just being careful not to walk on deer crap, which is everywhere. look at that, that's fresh. I'm probably scaring the deer away. Okay, so in a moment I'm going to stop talking because I'm in deer country and I want to try and get some video of deer. I know I'm scaring them. And that deer crap is so fresh that I think it must be about 5 minutes old. So I want to try and get close. So from this point onwards. This is ink cap, which gets all inky. These are fungal fruiting bodies, basically what we used to call mushrooms or toadstools, and they start to disintegrate, they turn all black, but inside that blackness are the spores of the ink cap. So it's all along here, the fruit of the willow trees. It seems to like willow a lot. Well, in Ireland so far we've only got one frog species and that's it, hopping along there. So I'm in the woodland hide now, just having a look. It's lovely to hear the wind in the reeds. And those reeds are brilliant habitat for many bird species and insect species. They are incredible. And that lovely noise though. It's almost like listening to the sea coming in. It's gorgeous. Well, my feet are very wet now, and I'm up on the boardwalk, thank God, because I am soaked after walking through what was basically a flooded bog a day after the floods. I know it's not too flooded. We had a lot of dry weather up until recently, but it's pretty damp now and I'm very wet, even with my waterproof boots on. They are soaked completely through. So much for waterproof boots. So we're well into the woods now again. Birch woods, lovely stuff. Lovely trees, these birch. And butterflies still flying about in the glades. Look at that. Doesn't come any better than that. Well, sadly I haven't found any deer and I have been very quiet, which is why I didn't do as much videoing as usual. There's still swallows flying overhead, although they're all heading south. But I haven't seen or heard deer. I found lots of deer droppings. So they're around, but they're still lying low. I can hear one making a lot of noise right now. I think out in the forest, but I can't see it. The antlers you see are kind of itchy at this time of year. They're still scraping them. Although breeding season is still about a month away, or start of it, and that can be when it gets a bit dangerous. So I'm in no danger now, as far as I know, from deer. But when the stags get excited and in must, they become dangerous. And that'll be in about a month's time, so I'll be more cautious then. Hopefully I might spot a deer of some kind though, before I go.